Hi, my name is Adam Huey. I'm a student intern this summer with NOMS in SIA. Thank you for helping on the NOMS Goats 2019 study. This recording will review fecal collection by rectal retrieval for PostDeworming Kit B collection for the biologic portion of the study. In this video, we will show you all of the kit contents, review collection instructions, demonstrate rectal retrieval of fecal material, and review completion of the necessary paperwork and shipment procedures. The fecal samples submitted will undergo testing to look for common gastrointestinal nematodes found in goats. In conjunction with the first fecal collection, a fecal egg count reduction test will be performed to examine anthelmintic treatment efficacy. Results from the pre-deworming and post-deworming collection will be returned to the producer along with a fecal egg count reduction and an estimated efficacy of their deworming protocol based on the reduction test. As this sample will be producer collected, we recommend either sharing this video with the producer or reviewing the video to train the producer on proper fecal collection technique and paperwork and shipping requirements. As a reminder, samples can be collected on any day of the week. However, samples can only be shipped Monday to Wednesday. Samples must be kept cool in the refrigerator until the next shipping day. Our number one priority here at NOMS is to ensure you and the goats are safe. If you or the producer are not comfortable collecting from a specific goat, then do not collect the samples. To minimize repeat handling and animal stress, it is recommended you collect all needed samples from one animal before moving on to the next animal. To ensure that the goats are kept safe, we recommend reviewing the proper goat restraint video on our website. Lastly, as a reminder, goats are very curious creatures. Be sure to maintain all of your supplies and samples in a safe location from the goats, such as a tool belt or pockets, or outside of the goat pen. This kit will be used to collect samples and record information for the second phase of the deworming study. It includes 25 small Whirl-Pak bags, a tube of lubricant, 25 gloves, 2 ice packs, a liner bag, 1 medium insulated cooler, and a paperwork packet. The paperwork packet includes submission forms, labels, and an airbill addressed to Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Use a clean glove for each goat to prevent cross-contamination of the samples. Samples are to be collected Sunday to Wednesday. Only collect samples from goats that were sampled previously and are listed on the pre-deworming form. From each goat, we want to collect 5 to 6 fecal pellets. Rectal sampling is preferred, but may not always be possible. For example, pre-weaned kids. Samples fresh from the ground are an acceptable alternative if needed. Write the goat's name or ID on a label and attach it to the small Whirl-Pak bag once you have placed the sample inside. Samples must be fresh, not petrified, and do not exclude diarrhea samples. Ensure that goats sampled match the goats listed on the pre-deworming form. To avoid contamination of the samples by organisms commonly found on the ground, rectal retrieval is the best. It may not be possible in some goats, however, so fresh, off-the-ground samples are an acceptable alternative. We will now briefly look at the steps involved in rectal sampling of fecal material. The goat will need to be physically restrained. Please review the proper goat restraint video for a review. If you have a partner or assistant, they can help with this, leaving you to focus on sample collection. If no assistant is available, you can stand facing the side of the goat, use one hand just below the shoulder to restrain the animal against your legs, and use your other hand to collect the sample. Apply lubricating jelly to the glove before entering the rectum. Lightly stroking the rectum may encourage defecation. Collect samples as discussed in the collection instructions. You may need to collect more than one sample depending on the purpose of the study, placing the pellets in the small Whirl-Pak bags as needed. Express all of the air out of the bag. Label and seal the bags as described previously. Continue collecting samples from other goats, being sure to use a clean glove for each animal. Using a ballpoint pen, record samples on the appropriate lines and complete all information requested. Refer to the yellow pre-deworming collection form to identify the animals that need to be sampled in this phase of the study. For column 2, indicate the goat's name or ID, such as an ear tag or neckband number. Ensure that these match what is on the copy of the Kit A collection record, and ideally in the same order as the Kit A record. For column 3, indicate the animal's age in months or years. For column 4, indicate the goat type using the options provided. For column 5, indicate any conditions this animal has experienced in the last 30 days using the list provided at the top of the column. List all that apply. For column 6, indicate the grazing history for the animal using the list provided at the top of the column. For column 7, indicate the browsing history for the animal using the list provided at the top of the column. As a reminder, grazing refers to either feeding on grass or other low vegetation, and browsing refers to feeding on leaves, soft shoots, or fruits of high-growing, generally woody plants such as shrubs. At the top of each page for the collection form, you will find some additional information that is required: the NOMS ID number for the operation, the fecal Kit A number, and the collection date. Once completed, you will send the white copy to the lab and retain the yellow copy for your records. Shipping must occur Monday to Wednesday, though as mentioned earlier, the samples can be collected Sunday to Wednesday. Please keep the samples cool and ship them within 24 hours of collection. Samples collected on a Wednesday must be shipped the same day. Do not collect or ship samples Thursday through Saturday, as they will not be received and processed appropriately with the lab. Do not ship unused supplies. Place all previously bagged and labeled samples in the liner bag and tie it shut. Place an ice pack in the bottom of the insulated cooler box. Add the samples in the liner bag. Add another ice pack on top and then use a filler, such as packing peanuts, if needed to reduce dead space in the cooler and protect the samples from excessive motion. Close the lid of the insulated cooler box. Place the white copy of the collection record on top of the cooler box lid and secure the outer box with tape. Affix the provided shipping label to the outside of the box, being sure to remove or black out any extraneous labels on the outside of the box to prevent shipping confusion. The samples will need to be shipped to Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana within 24 hours. Again, only shipping Monday to Wednesday.